Hello and welcome to part 3 of this channeling. And I'm sorry that it has to be made in so many parts, but as we see in the cards as well, the energy, if you're getting a general energy from um, the cards, it's of a new beginning, and it's sudden. It's like it's sudden. Suddenly, the god of the dreaming entered the dreamscape about 48 hours ago, and up until this point it was very subtle. The presence was very subtle. It was so subtle that it was as good as he was as good as him not being there. I feel there is a lot of attempts at infiltrating infiltrating the the subconscious realm, because now this is acting up. um yeah, it's like the secret societies and all of those subconscious thought forms, that you this is a surveillance state now. You don't have any privacy of your own left. That is acting up. That is acting up in and your subconscious. It's not as much fears. It's more about accepting that this is how it is now, in the world. And so we must, this is the judgment. This is the judgment in a judgment made after considering real facts. The King of Swords gives an unbiased, impartial report. It's based on clarity, truth, and honesty, brutal honesty. Um, so this entity presented itself to the Sandman, possibly in the dream, wherever he was. But I don't think that the Sandman was in the dreamscape, and he kind of got a hold of him and said to him, you need to work on the nightmares. And basically the story of the first season. It's like a nightmare. A Corinthian is has run away from the realm of dreaming, was running away from Morpheus. I won't give away. So this looks to me like a nightmare building for these infiltrating energies. Like, if somebody's trying to break into your subconscious, they immediately um, get put down. Get put down. So it's like you have this guardian at the gate, kind of judging who gets to go through, and who gets a handout, who gets to go through, who doesn't. But I think that is just an act. That is just an act. Because people who insist, who are not even worthy of getting a handout, getting ignored, but they kind of still linger on that image, still lingers on. They have an inability to move forward. So, like, the subconscious entities, especially the Sandman, is going to work on building this passageway into the night and put them to rest completely. But before that, like I'm getting like you need to build a nightmare, a subconscious nightmare. And we have the pairing of the emperor and the high priestess. So it's like that. This the high priestess is this massive energy field in the underworld, and the subconscious realm could. And there is a correlation between the subconscious realms and the underworld. I don't um energetically speaking. So the energies that are present in the subconscious are also present in the underworld. Not necessarily all of them, but uh, the the entities that can move around freely through your subconscious, or the general subconscious, right, are very, very, very easily able to go through the underworld as well, the realms of the dead. So yeah, so it is a necessary to include a shadow element, and an efficient shadow element or a region in the subconscious to deal with these interfering, infiltrating forces. I'm getting that you can't take it lightly anymore. It has to be taken seriously, and it has to be taken seriously. For that, it would require you to actively participate in once again venturing through the deep, dark portions of the subconscious. I mean, there is really, it's just about exploring that pocket and the possibilities that can come from it. That is where you will find all the information on union, because the louder in the final stages these karmic forces get, the more silent, the more secretive, and the more mysterious your union energies become to you. Let I want to clarify these cards again. Like again, these energies. Like I'm trying to describe them. This is a live reading, so it's really more of an exploration into this energy. There's definitely nightmare building going on here. it's not determinism. That is what I'm getting. It is not determinism. It is not about getting something more. Yeah, it is not about getting something more. It is about using whatever we have, and there is so much of it that is unexplored in the subconscious. Let's say if the subconscious was an actual physical location that you could reach to, like this desert of infinite potential, or this big forest, um, or a unique landscape with a lot of features. If you could walk towards it, whatever has been observed or whatever you've been using so far, whatever you have explored, that is a very very small percent. It's like it's just the beginning, and then there is this vast expansive subconscious, and you haven't even begun exploring it. And you've just set off on that journey of discovering what are these unobserved lands within my subconscious. What will I find in there? And before I explore any further, I need to set up something. First and foremost, I need to set up um, a intelligent system by getting the King of Swords and the Hierophant. Oh my God! I just made the connection right now. The Hierophant and the High Priestess. Okay, so I was correct. Like the Emperor is Emperor, and the Queen of Wands are the infiltrating energies. The King of Swords energy is also, it's kind of coming along with them, but it might not be as sinister as the Queen of Wands and this fake Emperor. These people who are faking the divine masculine energies inside the subconscious. I mean, it's just an energy field. Like I said, the High Priestess exists as an energy field. So does the Hierophant. But this is like subconscious intelligence, subconscious wisdom, and this is a subconscious intelligence system. And this eye is currently open, um, and it comes along with this King of Swords energy. So there's going to be a need to build a space very initially, very initially, to check who gets who gets a handout. Do the visitors, allowing them to visit is a different thing. Judging whether they can visit or not, Uh, is are they allowed to get anything from the from your subconscious realm? That needs to be set up immediately, that space. So you need the first set of dreams, the first dream that you should have as you are falling off to sleep should be about judging if any other being, any other creature, except for the Lord of Dreams, Morpheus, Sandman, except for him, does any other being get a chance to get something from your subconscious? That would be anything: activity, resting, words, themes, even a little bit of glimpse. That it will have to be decided by the intelligence system. It's going to have to be done hands free, without you having to think about it even a little bit. That kind of a space in the subconscious will have to be built. Okay, then moving on. there are some nightmares that no longer exist. There is because they have been just running amok in the subconscious, having a sense of entitlement uh, to appear whenever these regrets, and any person you regret losing, or regret in a sense that you it's not actual regret because you did anything, or you missed them or something like that, but it's that if you would have been able to work it out with them, life would have been different because you did invest a lot of your subconscious time and energy. You kept giving them possibly more than they deserved, like because this balance card, the Six of Pentacles card, showing up here, and it's like, oh, you were over here, like you probably were in the past you were giving to the wrong person, and you had no idea that the right person was always around energetically, but they were also probably not prepared in showing up in their full form. That's why they were like masquerading as these people who chased after you, begging for handouts and things like that within your subconscious. But you've always felt their presence around. You've always felt their presence around. um One such person who was out there investigating your subconscious, this combination here, the Chariot and the Moon, they they started checking out your subconscious. A lot of people have in the past, and they did have access to it. Now your first task is apparently making sure that nobody gets through. This coming to me like, this has ended. This is the last handout, or it was the last handout. What did I say? It's like Ten of Pentacles. It's like the last. It's the ending. It's done. Because whatever you wanted to achieve, we have the Queen of Swords here. Whatever you wanted to achieve, the investigation, you have this this bug, this crawler. You have this crawler bot stuck in the web, and now you're going to just observe this person's. So yes, this is like, getting them stuck in a nightmare in the subconscious realm. You have them. You That is the reason why you were giving handouts in the first place, or you're going to act the scenario out in the dreamscape. And again, I would say, like, while this is happening in the dreamscape, the infiltration and all of this fake stuff, they are not going to understand, because they're not going to understand this energy. You are going to understand this energy, that this is happening. This is going to look completely different to the karmics, right? um this in this portion, love is showing up. So we're going to start, like, there's some regrets, I think. Spilled milk, like, crying over spilled milk. And like, it was about getting out of the system so that you can get into this new beginning sooner. Jesus Christ. Give me a minute, I'm gonna pick up my food delivery. It's definitely got something to do with the material world, and you have kind of figured out a way to protect yourself by working inside your subconscious, like creating these arrangements where you can uh, secure your material world possessions, your love, your twin flame journey, your counterpartship. This is actually the sign that I was looking for, but I've been so distracted. I needed to get this reading, this message out, no matter how it happens. Um, it's a big, big, big message, and obviously, like I said, this arrangement is ending. No, like there'll be. It is the end of getting handouts. The end of getting handout because everybody was low key, subtly, subconsciously, trying to get handouts, and you never really stopped it before because you were trying to trap them. It was like intelligent design. And now that everybody's here, everybody's here in this web. um you're subconsciously kind of passing some judgment on them. It's to it's to start the trials. It's to start the trials of separations, the separating them, segregating them. Even the Six of Pentacles, we have the separation, full and final settlements happening. Definitely clearing the space, not clearing the space, exploring the space within the subconscious, and this is like the outermost. It's in the outermost protective shield of the subconscious. It's not even within the subconscious. It's like the protective layer, the protective coatings of the subconscious at the gates of the subconscious. Let's just say, I mean, maybe the the f- the first gate to get to the first gate to get to the main gate, which is probably 10 gates further down. So it's like the first test, and we really don't know how many tests there are to actually get to the mainframe, the source of your subconscious. This is now you're pushing your boundaries and your walls way further. I mean, there's so. I mean, no, you are unwilling to host anyone else, anyone at this point, and you're separating and cutting out from anybody who's overstaying in a role and trying to build a role, a bond, a connection, um, incapable of understanding that this is for good, this is permanent. Whatever you have been speaking the truth, honest, blunt truth. You have not been just saying that to uh I don't know, impress, manipulate, control, like this energy. And you can see the difference between the King of Swords energy and the Queen of Swords energy. People can actually fake this, but they're unable to uh, fake this. So when this confident energy is faked, it comes off as controlling and manipulative and self sabotaging, self deceptive. It's very easy to see. But First of all, they're incapable of imitating this energy, because this energy is of truth and honesty, and it's not just confidence. It's not just to show up looking well, but a more it's got a system in which it functions. It's logical system. It's creativity. It's harmony. It's balance. It's always balanced. It's always in the it's very centered. It's a very centered energy. This energy can be mimicked because it goes everywhere. It can, it doesn't have a system. It's based on a little bit of randomness. So there, since there is no pattern, that anything that shows up randomly and is mimicking can get away for a little bit of time till they and self sabotage, till they self sabotage. And this has happened plenty of times. But in the waking world, in the subconscious world, it's been a recent phenomena. Like whoever you're seeing messed up. They messed up by never showing up in your dreamscape because they were avoiding. They were avoiding being arrested. They were avoiding being arrested. And now the god of dreaming, the god of the subconscious, the ruler, the lord of dreaming, let's just say it, the lord of dreaming, the sandman, has worked with both of these energies in real, in their real abilities, and worked with many imposters who have imitated these energies of the king of swords and the queen of swords. This energy showing up here with the queen of cups, it's like, and the queen of swords as well. So he has a very clear understanding. The Sandman has a very clear understanding of who the real counterpart is. So just protecting the love, the twin flame journey from um, it's like you're turning your back. You're turning your back to um, the love, the offers. The talk. Like people say things sometimes which are like very um, half baked. Those kind of interactions, like you're rejecting those interactions. You're turning your back towards them because you knew what you had, even if it was not good enough. But you kind of knew what you had. I mean, it's not even if you had it or not. You had the emotional energy. You had the emotional understanding of it at some point, maybe because of deprivation, maybe because you never found it anywhere before except for in your twin flame divine counterpart ship, like interactions. And that is it. There's always just that one other. It's just one other, the only one other. And the more you're speaking up about this, the more there is a sense of, like, this energy of five of cups and five of pentacles. Like there's a lot of sadness energy coming through. Like whenever you express this, there is sadness, and there's this kind of like um resistance, or not even resistance, like how can, like, there's a question mark, like how can you not, like there, how can this be possible, like how can you be saying such things, does this mean that? And that is the self sabotage. They don't understand that it is always going to be very clear. This energy of the twin flame divine counterpart love is going to be very clear. Whoever is speaking, doesn't matter which, if they are on a really, if a person is really on the twin flame journey, you are going to know, no matter what they say to you, what they have done, whatever you have observed, you are always going to know this energy that they are with someone else. They have found, you are always going to know that they are not only with someone else. That was me channeling like really karmic thoughts. It can be anybody or anything. They're always going to know if a person is on the twin flame journey or not. And the entire world, entire life situation will begin arranging itself accordingly. But there are some really distorted energies, karmic energies, just running amok. And the first task is going to have to be of trapping them. It's like a fly trap, trapping them in this web of subconscious where you don't. It has to be like autopilot. It has to be running without anybody. That's how you're supposed to design it. It should run without you having to do anything about it whatsoever. You should not even be informed. So subconsciously, you are trapping these people and just sending them away without having to spend any amount of energy, conversation energy, and then seeing this display of sadness or remorse or them indirectly, these imposters indirectly lashing out because being very petty and small minded and lashing out at you and throwing this negative energy around because they feel uh, insufficient. They feel unfitting in this whole twin flame divine counterpart business. Yeah, like it's the hermit card. Anybody who is incapable of doing this and emerging in a more authentic space. The Queen of Cups, High Priestess, and the Ace of Sword never shown up in an authentic space. You have always shown up in a more imposter energy. That means you're incapable of catching this. You're just a thief. You're just a thief. And these regrets and these sad feelings are just because they couldn't rob enough. It's not, they're incapable of understanding, no matter how much you speak. So that means you are a normal human soul, and the life situations for you are very different. And unless and until you accept that and start working, you are going the dreamers are going to have to design a space for such people to be
It's 2 o'clock.
to work through, because they've gotten through your subconscious. They're not going through any other realm. They have gotten through your subconscious. You have to end this situation, no matter how much you've invested in these relationship, in these people. These situations are being ended with immediate effect. It seems, yes, these situations in the past. This is also like a card of friendship, childhood friendships, oh, before you were 10 years old, the connections that start from there, which were fake connections, which were not real. They were not the real thing. They were not of the same frequency. They did not have the same they did not have a pleasant, inspired conversation style, but it was more in a materialistic judgment way. Like, this person is holding scales. It was based on this, like, is there any value? Isn't there any value? It was all about that. What does it say when it comes to money? If all of your relationships, or any of your relationships are based on this kind of a conversation uh, theme, and have not moved beyond that point, those situations are ending. Then we have secrecy about this two of cups. This could be soulmates, or this could be yeah, let's look at the soulmate to soulmate connection energy, the actual romantic soulmate. This conversation is happening, and it is actually um it's actually being taken to another level when it comes to exploring this love, um in the form of conversations. Let's meet and speak about it in the 3D material world. That's why this web needs to be set up. Like, they because something very precious, and which is uniquely set aside for you here with, like, the Nine of Pentacles. Like, it's just exceptionally just for you, and everybody's wanting, like, a part of it. I see a lot of energies coming towards you, like, trying to talk to you and trying to get some kind of energy from you dreamers. Like, there are these people who are just on the lookout in the dreamscape, in the subconscious realm, like, begging for dreams, begging for dreams, begging. But they don't get any dreams. They're begging to get in on somebody else's dreams. They don't want to explore their own subconscious. They're begging to get into somebody else's um subconscious. They don't want to address any of the things that are there in their own subconscious. They don't want to do the survey. So they jump into somebody else's subconscious, and unfortunately they've jumped into some really big gun subconscious, and they ended up believing, holding false beliefs that reached the level where they can be one with the they can sit at the board at the top. There's a G20 summit happening. So, like, if I were to just walk into the office and feel entitled to sit there and discuss matters in the summit, like I do in my living room or on my channels and platforms, social media platform, um, I know I haven't gone through the steps over here. So, the dreamers who are watching, or who this reading is meant for, you all have worked really hard in the subconscious realm, and you have it intelligently designed and constructed. It's a mechanism that works on its own. These people who have never spent any time conscious, I mean, I haven't put in any effort in building any of this, even as much as they haven't even laid their foundation. They haven't even like put up the sign that, okay, now this is to be constructed. I'm working on my own thing. They say it and they do the opposite. They say it to so that you let your guard down, and then they can infiltrate you. So it just at that initial stage, you understand now when I what I try to say about that, this being this not being even the beginning of the beginning. It's not even the first of the important gates. This is like the most basic thing. Anybody using strategies to impress you, it's like cheap flattery, sincere flattery, imitation, or any of that, you should you should understand that it's a honey trap, and kind of get into the King of Swords mode. Because time and again, like, the reporters, even through dreams, like, time through dreams especially, time and again, you get this constant reminder of situations that or people that are not working, they are not working out. Just trample on snakes. That's what I'm getting. Like, trample on snakes and just move on, move forward, really full speed. Catch them in the web, let them go through the web of nightmares that have got nothing to do with you, because you are actually exploring the dream world, the more mystical and sides of things that come along with being a twin flame and doing the journey sincerely, being on the spiritual path, like individually, and ascending higher and higher, where you reach your highest level. Now you're reaching your highest level soulmate in your subconscious. That's where it is at now. You first step is going to be the highest level subconscious, and you're going to explore that relationship not only in the subconscious. It's going to go hand in hand, like, whatever energy is in the subconscious, they're going in a uh like, you're going to get to create something permanent in your waking hours based on the energies that you get in your subconscious. And this is you with your highest level soulmate energy. They might not have incarnated in the physical form this in this lifetime for you, but they are there in spirit form. And spirits can and do, especially if it's a soul that um, is your highest level soulmate. They're so used to you being with them. Oh, yeah, they're so used to you being with them for 44 on the clock, as I said, that they're so used to you being with them, and so they also feel their spirit around their closest ones, or it's like your highest level soulmate in their life. Like, you might have understood who this person is, that the spirit of your highest level soulmate lingers around. And they have also, because this person has also realized, like, this entity, like, hovering around me, above me, like, the one that I've been calling, like, this ghost that haunts me, or my guardian angel, or like this d- uh like, sometimes a nasty trickster demon on my shoulder, because sometimes your spirit guides tell you to do something which you want to completely regret or turn your back towards, like, because it doesn't suit materialistic ways, like, till you're living a materialistic learning about the material world. Not saying, like, you're all materialistic, but till you're learning the material world, you're not ready. And yes, your spirit guides, like, uh, they don't understand. They don't understand why you can't do it, but uh, that communication, so the spirit guide and the communication between you and your spirit guide is not, or your guardian angel, is not about making each other understand why you can't do or do. cannot do something. Like, they will tell you what you're supposed to be doing, and if you can't do it, it's up to you, and if you can't, then it's up to you as well. It's about free will. So, as I was saying, like, now they understand what their spirit guide was trying to tell them about you, and they have understood that this is the spirit guide, or the is somebody who you used to be very close to in a past lifetime romantically. And they have absolutely they have accepted this energy, and it's like uh, they have accepted this energy of the spirit guide in the truest form, and incorporated it. It's like they have integrated the spirit. Now they know that this is not just a guardian angel, this is a specific spirit, a very very high level spirit. It's from uh possibly from the angelic realm. This is what uh, n- they no, they're not second guessing. They're very very sure that the spirit that they always called it the guardian angel, always called it the guardian angel, this person. And this the guardian angel, this angel is your highest level soulmate, right? There are many many different kind of angels which are not even listed in books, um everybody's personal guardian angel, and they're made out of angelic matter. Their souls are not made out of the same stuff that human souls are. Even star seed souls are made out of different matter. So this could, I'm guessing that this could be a star seed who is not incarnated here on planet Earth, but is there in spirit form, or a guardian angel spirit that is attached to your highest level, that is your highest level soulmate, and that is attached itself around this person that you need to interact with in order to reach the next level in your journey in the material world. This interaction, this okay. So as I was saying, they feel this angelic presence. They have been feeling this angelic presence around them, and now they have learned to incorporate it with uh, incorporate it permanently around them. And they have also seen the entire procedure, and they have gone through this incorporation probably over the last um 6 to 9 years. 6 to 9 years, I'm seeing. Yeah, 6 to 9 years. We have 7 as well, could be 7 to 9 years. And now it is complete, it's done. That's why probably there was some kind of separation. There was an air of mystery. You don't know much about this person. You don't know how they're living their life. You don't know much about this person, what they're doing, um a lot if they are with someone, or if they have a child. Oh, they live a very very confidential life, I'm guessing, or a very private life. There could be reasons for it, but even if there are not no reasons for it, there are some people who are living completely off the grid of off the grid and out of reach of these people in society and on the streets and things like that. So Hmm. So the energy that I'm sensing in the dreamscape is really dominated by this phenomena at the moment. That is probably why the chariot wants to explore this moon. That is why Sandman wants to explore this field now, because he sees that there was nothing there in the past. It's all done. And these people also like amount to nothing. These people are trying to forge connections, incapable of understanding, just trying to get some trendy kick words. Yeah, that is ending. All the drama's ending, or things are ending very dramatically. Like friendships are ending very dramatically. You're sensing that energy in your dreamscape. That's why probably you're waking up irritated. Um, you're sensing this Eight of Cups and Ten of Swords energy, and you're like, "Well, I can't. Why can't I move to here? Because this needs to be done." And for this need to be done, this nightmare of this web, caught in the web of lies. That is the title of the nightmare that you need to design for these fake friends, trying to trying to get you stuck in your words. Design the worst sort of nightmares that keep keep playing out for them every time they try to reach any state of your consciousness, subconscious, unconscious, super consciousness, general consciousness, whatever it might be. If they try to infiltrate, try and get some insider information on something that is specifically yours, they will definitely use lies and try to get you stuck in your words. Give them help, like caught in the web of your own lies. If done it physically, it's possible for you to do it in the dream realm. Yeah, I think you're done practicing it out in the waking world, so that it's very easy for you to do it, divine feminine in the dream world. There will there will come a time when you will leave this behind as well. I mean, leave it behind in the sense you will leave. You uh you will leave towards, you will walk towards the twin flame journey, and the light just flickered, the flame just flickered as soon as I said twin flame. So yeah, you will be able to, yes, in time you will be able to completely focus your subconscious uh, for when it comes to your own experience of it, towards this, towards your twin flame journey, and that is, there's a kind of incorporation of time, the complete understanding of it, all different timelines, like all of these chords, all different timelines, all of your incarnations, all the things that they're trying to communicate with you to try. This is like quantum entanglement. They might not be here on earth, but like your highest level soulmate energy also kind of becomes like your incarnation, uh like another incarnation, and you become another incarnation. But it's like, it's, for example, it's not even fake. It's real. It's really real. Your highest level soulmate energy feeling like your twin flame is a real thing. But if you are a true and genuine twin flame, you will be able to tell. You will be able to figure it out. Who is your highest level soulmate? Who are karmic people who are faking being your soulmates, and or twin flames or whatever, kingdom spouse, whatever you want to call it, like divine counterparts. These are the connections. These are the connections with you and yourself, like purely, like you understand, even though it looks like a mesh and web. This is not a mesh and web. This is the connectivity between you and yourself in all of its incarnation and all across existence and time, as well as the realms beyond life. That is death, that is nothing, a non-existence, in the apocalypse, beyond the apocalypse, where everything is ended, beyond time. All of those connections with you, of you and you, that is what your subconscious is going to be built off of after this portion is done. You kind of need your soulmate to design these nightmares that are going to handle these people. Yeah, there you go. We have the Father of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Like finally, the Father of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the Father of Cups. We have the King of Swords and we have the Queen of Swords. That is air signs, and we have the Queen of Cups and the Father of Cups. That is water signs. We have yeah, we have the Queen of Wands. It's kind of I think there's complete like separation. There's complete separation and cutting off. This is definitely about a marriage ending. This is clearly a marriage ending because there's a justice card here, and this is looking forward, divine intervention, the judgment card here, and like the wheel of fortune, even the eight of cups. It's like divine intervention. Oh, yeah, of course, and the high priestess, Hierophant, the queen of cups. Okay, so there's like kind of a divine intervention happening, and uh, a lot of cord cutting rituals that you will undergo in the subconscious. What is not yours, you'll be cutting it out. What is not you, not yours, is a different thing. But what is not you, what is not your quantum entanglement equation, if it those kind of people, you're going to be cutting out, and they are going to be stuck in a the web of lies nightmare that the divine feminine is building in secret, and it's going to be on um, and it's going to be unreachable for even you because it's built and designed to get these pesky these pests, these bugs from bothering you in on your journey in the subconscious. You will see them actually dying out and be slaughtered in one way or the other. They would they are seriously no longer going to be able, you're going to be They're going to be unable to get out of this web of lies when it comes to the subconscious. You're you are also going to be kept away from it permanently, because this is what you're supposed to be focusing on now. Finally, it's done. This is over. It's time to move on from this completely. um, Checking in with the highest level soulmate energy is very important. It's upcoming. It's going to happen in the subconscious, and which is going to translate into the material world aspects of your life as well. It could go either way. It could go either way is what I'm. It could go either way. I mean, there's definitely an offer coming in, offer on the table with the Ace of Cups with this person, and you are feeling the need to address this. You definitely, most definitely are feeling the need to address this. Soulmate. Um, so that you can shift the template of your twin flame journey and your yeah, okay, it's to end something. Something is closing. Yeah, graduation. We have the Empress here. She's putting it in. She's closing this. She's closing this out completely. And the best way to do it is to get these minds stuck in a nightmare. It's artificially constructed as well. Artificially constructed. It doesn't abide to anything from the natural order, and that's why then it's going to be easy for authorities to trace, but not for the culprits to figure out. It's going to be well hidden. Karmic interferences are being shut out of the subconscious as well. Moving to the Ten of Pentacles. So this is still going to be the highest level soulmate. Yes, there's going to be romance, but it is two individuals speaking with each other. That needs to happen. You need to have a heart to heart after the highest level soulmate spirit energies have been incorporated with this person possibly from your past. You knew someone, or it could be new, it could be a new person, but for it's 50-50. That's why I think I was saying it either way. It's 50-50. It's for some the people who, if you'll know this person, if this person is from your past and you've kind of had something with them before, romantically, then it's like it's the same thing. Even if it's a new person, you are going to recognize the spirit of your highest level soulmate around them. And that's the thing. You're closing out the beautiful chapters of situations of things that worked out in the past for you as well. like, energies that worked out in the past for you as well. And that's why y'all have independence from each other in this relationship. That's a new beginning in this relationship, with your highest soulmate, and it's individual. I'm seeing us, more like two individuals, interacting with each other time and again, and the quality of the conversation is so high that constantly keeping in touch is not important, and that's how it works out for you with this person. But it is necessary. You're always going to be in touch with each other. You're always going to gravitate towards each other into this conversation. That is what is intended by the divine feminine. And there is a reason, and it's like this: the energy that your interactions create, put an end to matters or create endings, of the past. It's like your you and your high soulmates energies interacting, like blasts things out of existence. All the crap, the crap arrangements, crap belief systems are blasted out. And it's not about a romantic relationship. It's not about this. It's about the nine of pentacles. This is the 10 of pentacles. It's not about the 10 of pentacles. Okay, it's more about individual growth and progress. It's about nine of pentacles, and it's like and 7 of pentacles. It's like liberating, uh, both the individuals from this trap of belief systems, whatever they might be. For both the individuals, there might be a completely different set of things, but you interacting with each other is going to blast those outdated, rusty belief systems out of existence. That is the importance of your highest level soulmate. And even there, I'm being very specific. Like, these subconscious conversations will be with that one soul, one human being. This spirit is no longer attaching itself or supporting anybody just like that. It is just one soulmate. I'm not saying that you don't have a family, but it is completely a cutting off. It is completely cutting off and shutting down its approval system, because it's your highest level soulmate subconsciously has got these fakes fake people trapped has got these fake people trapped, and that is probably why they're lingering around. And your highest level soulmate energy in your subconscious has identified that one person who is your soulmate. You are going to only be aware of either the highest level soulmate or your twin flame. But for now, for some time, for a considerable amount of time, it is going to be the highest level soulmate only. Other people appearing, um, random people appearing, whatever, like, people who have just been infiltrating into your subconscious in the waking hours, and that's why they show up in the subconscious. Anybody who's doing that, and anybody who's using somebody else's face in your subconscious but like walking through it, even those people, your subconscious is now your highest level soulmate has them and that is the reason why you all are interacting. Yes, we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles somewhere else earlier as well. That is what you're sincerely trying to achieve with your highest level soulmate energy right now. Learning more and more about each other's energy in the subconscious, and how to kind of build this nightmare patrol. It's not night patrol, like nightmare patrol, like you're building uh nights of the subconscious that are going to catch these thieves, these lurkers, these manipulators, and they're going to put them here in this position, like put it to rest. Or no, no, this is for you. They're going to get them trapped in the web of nightmares. That's what you're supposed to do. That is what you're supposed to do. It's like instructions. The judgment card. This is what you're supposed to weave. You can see these arms, these hands. You're weaving something. This is considered the subconscious realm, right? So you're weaving this nightmare realm specifically for these people. If it's not your highest level soulmate energy, only your let's say only your highest level soulmate and your the other incarnations of you across the um it's not even their incarnations, it's just your incarnations. Only they will be allowed to present themselves, and they will all have the face of your twin flame divine counterpart here. So if it's an incarnation somewhere in a galaxy far far away, let's say uh X, and then there is Y, and then there is Z, all will have the same. If they are your incarnation, but they you will be able to tell the difference. Okay, this is X, this is Y, and this is Z, right? But all of them will have the features of your divine counterpart, the physical features of your divine counterpart. Or they're going the incarnations are going to say something that your divine counterpart says, right? It's like these people who created this web of lies. They have been trying to get you trapped with the false person, right? So that's why you've been frequently probably seeing that false person in your dreams, and trying to and a little sad that you're not seeing your real person in your dream. It's always this one. That's why there was this investigation and this charge taken by the Sandman, this stance taken by the Sandman. And the Sandman, Morpheus, wore the same outfits, same clothing, and had the same kind of body language as your divine counterpart. Not the highest level soulmate, but divine counterpart that you met in this lifetime on Earth, if you have one, or your twin flame person, the real twin flame person. Um, and if your highest level soulmate energy is trying to reach out and their incarnations are reaching out, you are going to see them. You're going to feel them. You're not going to see them. You're not going to see your highest level soulmate in your dreams. You're going to feel them as an energy field. Going back to what I was talking about, the high priestess, it's like this energy field that exists, right? So you're going to see you s- if you're seeing people, and if it is not your twin flame divine counterpart, that means your dreams have been infiltrated. That means you need to do this investigation and survey of your dreamscape even further, because it might be um, pockets, like blind spots, where people might be hiding, like hiding something, some evidence, so that the subconscious police, the akashic record police, don't authorities don't come around catching them. um so you gotta throw the net in all over the subconscious first to catch these imposters out. You know who your real person is and what they look like, and everything about them and their energy, their birth chart, to everything. You know it very clearly. And for whoever this reading is, and I think for the collective as well, you know very clearly the energy of your twin flame divine counterpart, the other incarnation of you, you're on planet Earth. And you also know who your highest level soulmate is, with whom you've shared a past life, of many of each and every past life of yours, you've shared with them. Okay, so you know that energy field just like you know your own energy field of your incarnations or wherever, right? And so it's like this high priestess hierophant energy field that your highest level soulmate and you are creating together. And you're taking charge like as individuals. It's like you are a you're either air sign, or and they are they're a fire sign. They're more driven, and you kind of have a more technical knowledge, or maybe you are channeling like the earth elements from sorry, air elements. I said earth elements because of the hierophant here. And yeah, so we have earth, air, fire, water. We have all four elements, right? So you are channeling in this sequence like intelligent design. You are channeling the intelligent designing of this. They are driven to clear the space out for you, build this space up for you, like assist the divine masculine polarity of your subconscious, of your mind, and also the yeah, the architects and the ones that clear who initiate the space, who inaugurate the space, etc., who actually build systems of intuition, intelligent, and this is intuition, and both have been done very clearly here. So a nightmare realm is going to get designed. Oh, and I'm also getting that you're going to get a chance to test it out. Okay, you're going to get a chance to test it out. And I think you're going to reboot it 5 times. Some of you might have already done it 4 times, and this is the fifth full and final time. And you're going to get to see, and you have no idea how brilliant it's going to be. It's to set them across like this ferry, these people. You're gonna introduce them to a ferryman. They're living here in a subconscious on borrowed time, borrowed space. That's why you feel that their energy and their advances and their words are so unwelcome to your ears. No matter how welcoming you are towards them, and no matter if how much they're trying faking being genuine, but it's a fake. This energy, you will realize it feels unwelcome. Like I have this like intense pressure on both my eardrums right now. Like I don't want it's like I don't want to hear a single sound that is coming from these people, these imposters. And at the same time I have the frequencies or the hierophant and the high priestess working together, constructing this in. This design is going to be something. It's it's not even a prototype. There were four prototypes, and now this is fifth and final, full and final fifth. Right, you're gonna get to test it out. That's why, like, she's get like bored. She's like, okay, I'm just waiting for this ending to happen. That was symbolic. Like the five of swords, just like it's like I'm waiting for this. this capturing business, these capturing activities to end once the thieves and the imposters are captured. I want to start testing the nightmare realm. Okay, start testing the nightmare realm. Look at this, like, we have this card, like them asking for a handout. The Six of Pentacles there as well. Like, this angel, this being from your subconscious. This is your highest level soulmate in spirit form. Even though the spirit is incorporated around has incorporated around your highest level soulmate person's body, right? The vessel that this spirit identified, even though it is incorporated with that vessel's original soul, and now they are like indistinguishable from each other. They're the one and the same thing, right? Both of them accepted it. The spirit, your highest level soulmate spirit, as well as the soul of the vessel that the spirit approved of, right? So, but in spirit form, or probably in disguise, yeah, your highest level soulmate has gone around interacting with these people who have been faking troubles, in front of you and asking for handouts. There's a little element of sincerity. Yes, they might be going through a lack mentality, but they don't want to get out of it. They're always going to be constantly waiting for it. So this lack mentality has kind of become their strategy of life, and they like it like that. So in spirit form and in person, this the vessel to your highest level soulmates spirit has probably met the closest ones doing this to you in person, but they were in disguise, or they sent somebody while watching from somewhere else, right? So they have clearly identified and interacted in spirit form with the majority of it, the people who were in the background, but in person with the ones close to you, asking for a handout, for a freebie, or constantly begging like this for. That has been their strategy over 6 years minimum 6 years. That is how they've lived their life. We have the Queen of Swords again. We have the Seven of Cups. There's a, there's constant attempts on by the friends of this Queen of Swords. That is you. The Queen of Swords energy inside your subconscious, like that portion of your subconscious. It's about wisdom and intelligence and matching feminine wisdom and intelligence. Mm, it's not the High Priestess energy. The High Priestess energy would be the Queen of Cups, and the Hierophant energy would be the um the King of Swords. So it's like the feminine polarity of the Hierophant and the masculine polarity of the Hierophant are the King and the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, right? And the feminine polarity of the high priestess is the Queen of Cups, and the masculine polarity of the High Priestess, to me, well, I would have to say the King of Cups. Not in this. not in this deck the way it shows up, but in the Mystic Monday Tarot set of cards. That is that is how it shows up, right? But we are specifically talk so that makes this energy like raw for being impersonated. So this energy is created by your subconscious, so that you anybody who shows up in this energy is a red flag, is the imposter for you, is the one that you're supposed to drive out of your you're supposed to trap in your subconscious and show them nightmares. You're building nightmares for them, and they are not even your inspiration. So you want them to be caught off, uh caught you want them to be shocked and surprised. You don't want them to know it shouldn't be like a loop of things, like, repeating the same thing over and over again in a nightmare. It's not going to be a repeating like nightmare, because they were drawing up a plot. Divine feminine, you know that these people have been conspiring against you. These toxic feminines, low vibing feminines, they have these are your this energy was has presented itself through many, 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 if not all. There are always exceptions, yeah, but through many, many friends. It's because they have that within them, the capability of keeping you constantly unhappy, sad, and wanting and needing them, so that they can control your life. That is the Queen of Wands energy, manipulative and controlling. This is your friends. Your friends have done this to you. It's very clear. It's very, very clear. You might have never seen their faces in the subconscious, but you're designing. You've caught them. You've caught them in the act. You've sent your first beast and caught them in the act. You can rest assured. You can rest assured. They're all going to be caught one by one. And uh, once this begins, right? Once this interaction begins, or this interaction happens in the physical, when you'll meet, that is when you are going to see, when you're going to see how the nightmares play out. You're going to see the nightmares, and this time around, you'll be so okay with the nightmares. You will be so okay with the nightmares, because this is your intelligent design. It is your construct, and no longer these manipulative, low vibing feminine energies, karmic energies, like, giving you nightmare. You're getting them stuck, giving you nightmares after nightmares, interfering with your life for personal gain, or they just not even personal gain, not wanting you to have anything. That's what these low vibing feminine energies had in common with each other for a very long time, and they knew it. They literally found each other out. They lied that they were not in connection with each other. They had a secret network. They had a secret network where they and communication channels, communicated with each other, met with each other. They had code words, like at the pub on Wednesday. There now this. this suddenly this uh this guy while working there, waiting tables or responsible for a section, shows up to and he whispers some. He just showed up and he's like, I'm giving you a better table, etc., etc. And it was very random, and I knew that his intentions were nothing. He just wanted. He didn't want anything. He did not want anything. He was just following orders. It was such a, I mean, his mind space and uh his mind space was very clear. He was just following orders, and it's like divine orders. um and he said something in my ears, and that kind of became like a code message. That is what, um that was the hint or the clue that I needed to realize that it was Sandman in my dreams, right? So let's get some more cards. After we sat down at the booth, um he said something. He whispered something in my ears, and it was like a cold language. If I didn't know that it was cold, I would have been like, why the hell did he say that to me? And even at that moment, I was like, why did. And how? Okay, he's saying it for a reason. I knew it. He's saying it for a reason. But just normally, I would have just been very upset with that guy. I interacted with him, and I heard it, and I remember those words. I don't want to repeat because it's a coded message, right? It means one thing for me, and it will mean something else for someone else. I saw a mouse at that place as well, and I believe that there were three girls who carried that mouse in a bag or something like that, in a handbag, and put it there. Or it was just a projection. It was just a projection. Yeah, because they're trying to get that property. They're trying to get that property. And there were a lot of people standing there in the queue, and uh, they thought me being there, like, I might kick up a fuss about there being a rat and things like that. But I really didn't bother. I've seen much bigger rats, like human form rats. That's another thing. Yeah, it doesn't this card look like a projection, like you're projecting something. It faces in the clouds, face on the sun, or this fake sun, or like a cloud looking like this, and sun rays falling out through it. Faces in the tree, like some projection work happening around that property, because there's some dark secrets buried there about a child. They don't want too many people going around there. Or that property could have a lot of hidden wealth there. It's 3 o'clock. But I felt really welcome there. I don't know. And I was just like walking around doing my own thing and things like that. And him saying that to me in the way he said it also was like kind of, it's okay, we got you. We got your back. We know what's going on. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Like, you're gonna win. We have your back. I felt it. I'd been to that place a couple of weeks ago, and I felt the same way. I was like, They have my back. They're on my side. It's like it was something like that. Because there is a connection. There's a real connection. And for real connections, you don't have to say it out loud again and again. You know, there is something real. Somebody has someone, one of these people, by far, they are not innocent. They're completely responsible for this, but they're being blackmailed. So if you, that could be a clue. That could be a clue. They know something about this, they were part of this, or they've witnessed all of this, never said anything, but just kept saying that, oh, I don't want to look into all of that, and then do their own thing, and not do their own thing, just like pretend as if they know nothing, all the while, like, in the background, kind of manipulating the situation. So they are also in this deep, what they're thinking, that, oh, they've gotten, they're in this paradise of this, this energy of blissfully unaware energy that's coming off here, and it just gets darker and darker. This damage caused, like the rat being symbolic, like it, no matter who planted it there, like, the rat, the mice being there is about, that place is being robbed. Like, so the authorities are getting closer to identifying the mouse in the house on the 23rd. That's what I'm getting. 23rd. They- They're going to identify. They're going to identify all the mice and all the projections and all the frights and jump scares that are being projected into people's minds subconsciously through waves and frequencies. They come across like really pro dreamers and things like that, and they do this. What are they going to expect? There are a lot of us. There are a lot of us across, of course, across dimensions on Earth. Whatever you want to think of it, like, this realm, we've built it. We know the source code. If you know the source code, if you know the mainframe, we are the architects of this. We have the high priestess and the hierophant, and these people are way over their head, and they're stuck in something very brutal. And okay, so the nightmare is going to be designed around this. You're going to project some horrors like that, question their integrity or the need for their existence, something like that. I know this is a very trippy reading, but I've really, really enjoyed it. um this is the nature of the dreamscape right now. The reason why I wanted to put it out there is, like, the Sandman is there. He's there. I can see him in my subconscious. So let's say he's here. He's here in the subconscious. It's him. It's him. It's his turn now. I will see you in the next reading. Hopefully that'll be more clearer. It's. I'm going to try and do the dream series, continue the dream tarot readings. A lot of activity is also happening. Like, there's this chariot. It's going to take time. It's going to take at least 2 or 3 days for me to be able to make sense out of it and have better readings going on here. I need to learn how to turn this chat off. I don't want to talk to anyone on the live chat. I don't want any comments and things like that. I'm doing this for something else altogether. It's strange how, like, one person, I kept seeing one person going on and off this. uh YouTube is continuing, somebody is continuing blocking themselves, or uh, blocking me from seeing the actual number of people who are on the live, or if any, or the number of views that I have and likes that I have. I mean, the subconscious is picking up on you, and because of these activities, these weird activities, criminal activities. No, nobody cares. It's like nobody gives a damn of what your actual intentions are, why you're doing it. It's just about you've done it, you're doing it continuously, right? That's why you've got stuck in your web of crimes and lies and your bad intentions. And now we're just going to practice designing a nightmare. And we're doing it. The divine feminine is doing it from with the help of the Hierophant and the High Priestess, the Emperor, the divine masculine. I mean, this is meant to be. This is meant to be. This, with or without you, this would have been designed. And now it is going to have to be designed specifically to be the worst uh, space in all of existence for you. And you're trapped here. It's not even free will, so you're going to have to do this. It is it's divine order. It's divine order, and it's time. The Wheel of Fortune. Happy nightmares to the ones who are watching, the cross watchers, the karmics, and the divine feminine. This is your task. You have all the help. You're ready. You're ready. It's just you're going to have to overcome. You are going to have to completely let go of these connections energetically, and they will suffer consequences through the nightmares that you are building for them. So, bye. I will see you in the next reading.